Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Alright, I feel like I've had a lot of terrible arena decks in a row, and this time, what I played least recently is Shaman, so let's see if we can reverse that trend to get an amazing deck, and then probably lose horribly with an amazing deck. You are not the guys that... Pirates are not a very Shaman thing. I'm not going to have any like class-based support for that, and prioritizing pirates in a not very weapony class really kind of... That doesn't make a lot of sense, so he's probably no good. He's also, his ability to thin your deck, very valuable and constructed, not really as valuable in the arena because you might be thinning your deck down to more crappy stuff. Prince Keleseth, I mean, this is the time to get him. I could choose to put no 2-cost cards in my deck, but he only gives the +1/+1 if he comes out. Now, that would be a huge bonus. To try and make a deck that has no 2-cost cards, but that's going to hurt my choices later on. The other one is the Vorax. Whenever you cast a spell on him, you get a 1/1 plant with a copy of that spell. That's amazing, except there aren't that many buffs for the Shaman, so he's really just going to be a 3/3. Let's take stupid Prince Keleseth and try and avoid 2-cost cards, because that would be at least interesting. I'm going to get so hosed. That's 2-cost no 2-cost cards. It's not even... Okay, that's really unfortunate. I don't really like ice fishing anyway, but I guess we're not going to go for the Netherspite Historian. Hell, that's probably helping me, because I usually get hosed on the dragon stuff. Since it always starts with that. I would have had a pirate. Do we want the deckhand? I'm not going to have any 2-cost cards in here. This doesn't benefit from Prince Keleseth if I get him, so let's go with the deckhand, actually. Even though I may not have any weapons. So now, if I take this... then I have to have gotten it in my hand, or else this guy's super awesome power will do nothing. Whereas his power would be awesome if it hits the Doppelgangster, so I guess we'll just take that. Okay, it's tried to give me ice fishing like 4 times out of 4 cards, it feels like. Even though, okay, this is the 5th row, but like, has it not been like 3 or 4 of the 5 rows that have friggin' ice fishing and no actual Murlocs? Bite me, you stupid thing. Let's take the Grizzly, because the Leper sucks. Let's take another Zoobot. Now, that would boost Beasts, Dragons, and Murlocs. If I get any, I have 1 Beast so far. But, I mean, I could go for them more. The Death Speaker's really cool, though. Let's take the Death Speaker. I like big minions, but the, like, 7/9/5 idiot is a piece of crap. I get a Dead Scale Knight. I think we gotta take the Jade Lightning. Jade Lightning kills stuff. That's a pretty valuable power. You know what's a valuable power? Being a 6/10 taunt. Even though the Kooky Chemist is actually also quite good. This is a good row. Volcano is very strong. It usually wipes the board of minions. Now that's including my minions, and it's got some overload, but that's pretty strong. Lotus Agents would give me another minion, and it's the card advantage with the friggin' Discover, which is awesome. Manatide Totem, also quite good. I don't think I can turn down the Volcano, though. But Lotus Agents has more card advantage. Now, we gotta take the Volcano. Kinda hurts, but, okay, I hate you so much. I do. I just hate you. Because even though you can choose, like, you're discovering, often you can choose spells that have no target, and then there's no drawback to that, but it's still... You're investing 8 mana in a minion that has 4 mana cost, like 4 mana stats, I mean. And you could get a spell that is really expensive, or you could get a spell that's really cheap, and if it has targets, they're randomized. I just hate the way he works and is costed so much, even though I'm sure he's a good card. I'm going to take the Bright-Eyed Piece of Crap Scout instead, even though it's also not good. Fireplume Phoenix is pretty good. Calling the Finishers is probably fine, but I like the Phoenix better. I don't think I need the Trickster spell damage. I don't have any weapons, so this isn't very good. Imp Master is okay. Ancient Mage, spell damage. Right now my spell damage is like the Volcano, which is not super... Oh, I've got the Jade Lightning too, but I think I'm better off with the Imp Master. I'm going to need cheap things because I'm avoiding 2s, right? So I'm not taking this or that, even though like they're both pretty solid cards for this. I like him a lot, but I guess we're going to take Bloodlust. I can also get a row that's all 2s and have no choice. That would be fun. Court Fraser, I'm going to have a friendly Death Rattle minion. Oh no, he gives a friendly minion Death Rattle. Whoops. Okay, so you can do that, but he's just a 3/3 for 5 that has that spell in a box. Banshee comes out cheap, penalizes you for, like, it mills your cards. If you play any cards, you can just not play cards to avoid that. But let's take the second rate bruiser, it's fine. These all pretty solid cards considering what I need, but I have to have no 2-cost cards in my deck. Like, it's no 2-cost cards, not no 2-cost minions. I wish it was no 2-cost minions, but no, so I can't, I'm not going to take that axe, even though it would be good. So I guess we'll take the Hot Spring Guardian, because none of the things he does is particularly super powerful, but man, does he do a lot. Like, he is, points-wise, he is so efficient for the casting cost. Speaking of efficient, friggin' Stonehill Defender. I guess this would be efficient if I had a way to give it taunt or silence it, but I don't. Didn't take the dragon stuff earlier. Volcanosaur is fine. I mean, I guess having a dragon out would be good for my, whatever, Zubot. I only have one Zubot. Who cares? Can't take Wind Fury because it would hose my thing, or Mad Bomber. I think there's a good chance I would take Wind Fury normally, but I'm pretty happy with the hired gun. He does what I need, and I hate Mad Bomber, so I'm okay with the choice on that row. Oh, that is a good card. Although I probably can't make as much use of it because I don't have any weapons. Earth Shock's pretty good, but obviously we're taking Fire Elemental because it's a Fire Elemental. Snow Fury Giant. Overload. It gets cheaper for Overload. How much Overload am I going to have, though? I don't have much. I have the Volcano. Hot Spring has no Overload. Man, I like Hot Spring guy. Yeah, I don't have much Overload. At this point, I'm 2/3 of the way through my deck. I only have one Overload card. I love the Stone Fury Giant. He is awesome. I can't risk taking him because if I don't, unless I got 2 or 3 more Overload cards, there'd be a pretty good chance that I would draw him and literally not be capable of playing him in a game. He'd be sitting in my hand with cost 11 when I have 10 mana, and if I hadn't had my Volcano yet and cast it, which is something I don't always want to cast. So this is an amazing card. Can't take it. Tomb Lurker, it's going to be a random gives me a random copy of a random Death Rattle minion that has died this game. It doesn't have to be one of mine, which is good because I have very little Death Rattle, if any. I have like no Death Rattle at all. But probably take him, or because I have no 2s, am I just going to need more like taunt power? It's going to give me a copy of my opponent's Death Rattle stuff, but I don't control that at all. This guy is going to be at least like a 3/4 taunt or 3/5 taunt for 4. I think I'm actually better off taking this. Since I don't have Death Rattles of my own. I'd love to take Stormcrack because things that kill minions are awesome, but we're going to take Eldritch Horror instead. Fallen Sun Cleric is also awesome, and extra awesome if you're a Paladin or a Shaman, because if you have 4 mana, you can make a target for her, so it never works out badly, but alas. Can't take Cryostasis because of the thing. Rattling Rascal is really effed up and annoying card. I don't particularly want... Like, yeah, he gives you a lot of stats right away, but then he dies and gives your opponent a 5/5. Eh. And the Arcane Giant... How many spells have I got? A lot of the spells I would have taken were 2, and I have not taken them because they were 2. I've only got like 3 spells. This is the same problem as the other guy, except worse. Well, maybe not worse. I've got more chance of taking more spells as I go on. That's pretty bad, though. Do I take this guy and just eat the drawback? Because it sucks. But at least I can play him, and when you play him, you're getting a 2/2 and a 5/5. Then your opponent probably kills him, and then they get a 5/5. I think I'm going to have to go with this guy. I think this is too likely to fail, since I can't take those 2s. Necrotic Geist or a Wolf Rider. Wolf Rider comes out and kills something. That's pretty good. Necrotic Geist, I would say it works with totems, so it doesn't actually work that well with half of the totems. It works well with Taunt Totem and with the 1/1 totem, but it doesn't work that well with the other 2. Do I try the Necrotic Geist thing? I go with the Venomancer because Poison Tron. Let's just take the Wolf Rider because he kills stuff. And again, I have no 2s, so I've got to have some serious 3 action going on in here. The finishers, Frost Elemental, I don't have the stuff that cares about elementals. So I don't, although if I draw one after this, I'll be annoyed, but I don't think, I have several elementals. This would be more. Freezing stuff's okay. I think I'm going to take the Valkyr, though. With totems, I'm more likely to get a good Valkyr. Not taking you. Flame Tongue Totem costs 2, so I guess we're not taking it, so we'll take the Faceless, who is pretty good. Weapon costs 2, also I hate that thing. You cost 2. Well, I guess we're taking Hosen Healer, which is just about a first. I've probably technically taken him before, but I tend to avoid him because his ability can be very powerful, but it's much more likely to be kind of bleh. I have one other Jade card. The Jade Spirit's not going to do that much for me. It counts as an elemental. I forget that all the time. The fact that it's an elemental is cool. Mostly it's going to be a 2/3 and a 1/1 for 4, which I don't like for 3 mana. So I should probably just take the Frost Shock, more flexible. Crap, overcosted, Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Suicidal, slightly more controlled Suicidal, and Finders Keepers. The Discovering an Overload card is really strong because you can either get good, powerful minions, or oh man, I'm kind of wishing I had the Overload Giant back. But even then, even with this roll, it would have been dicey. Just Doomhammer is very strong, and I have no weapons, so there's no conflict there. But would I be better off taking Finders Keepers, which is very flexible? Man. It's 2 mana, because 1 mana now, 1 mana later, to discover a card from a fairly powerful subset of cards. Like, almost all the Overload cards are strong. If you're discovering 3 of them, definitely 2 of them are going to be strong. And it's got some very powerful area damage spells if you need them. Or you might get a big minion, or at least a larger than average mid-sized minion. Doomhammer is very powerful. I think I'm going to take the Finders Keepers for the flexibility. That's just a piss off. Although I can get Doomhammer from the Finders Keepers. I guess we're going to go Finders Keepers again, because I don't care about that thing. Alright, well, this deck took some weird turns, but if I get Prince Keleseth, like, drawing him would be amazing, because A, I have no other 2s, and B, when I play him, he is guaranteed to give all other minions in my deck +1/+1. And that would be a huge game-affecting thing, so, oh, it's going to be interesting. I guess not having any 2s isn't the worst when your hero power makes a minion. So there's that. I've got lots of 3s to try and compensate. Oh, it's going to be interesting. What is going to happen with this deck? What is going to happen? I have some really messed up choices. And the thing is, I passed up a lot of strong 2s. I was somewhat deliberately not paying much attention to whether I would have actually picked the 2 or not. I was just like, well, I'm not taking them. Because I was committed to that. I fortunately didn't run into any all 2 rows. That would have been goddamn annoying. It's a terrible ass starting hand. Come on, Prince Keleseth. Nope. But that improved my starting hand dramatically. This is normally a terrible first turn play, but since I don't have any 2s unless I draw a Keleseth, should I just do this now? I don't even think so. I think I'm still better off making a totem and saving this for when I know what I need. Because right now I don't know what I need. I'd just be like blindly discovering. I'm sure I'd get something good. Totem! It's a taunt totem.
Once upon a time.
I'm going to get killed by another player discovering a Super Dragon. So I lost my last run. You make a pretty strong argument I lost my last run because my opponent played this and discovered friggin' Deathwing. But anyway, that can't even kill through this. Let's play an even bigger taunt, because why not? I have no weapons for this guy. He's kind of sad. He would have been a good one to draw first turn. But, yeah. Okay, you're doing stuff. Okay. Worse things could have happened. Now, do I waste this killing that? Or do I just do 2 damage to it with mine? It's unlikely to work out well. I can kill, as long as I have something out to do 1 damage to it next turn, which is very likely if I do this, So I think this will be fine. Because then next turn I can do 2 damage to the Phoenix and then kill it right away before my opponent has a chance to heal it. Also, a better target might come up, for all I know. That's a 3/3 with no abilities. Something crazy might come out. Killing that's not a really high priority, since it gives my opponent something. Is this a good time to discover? I think this is a good time to discover. Let's just see what I get. Because I can still play the Phoenix and do that thing. Flame Wreathed Faceless right now is pretty sweet. Let's take that. Do I want to play that now, though? That would lock a lot of my mana for next turn. I think I'm going to do the Phoenix thing now. And the longer I wait, the less awesome he is, though. I could just trade 3 damage with the guys, kill that, and then he's got a good chance to survive. You know what? Let's do him now. I think that's actually the correct move when you think through it. Kill the thing that does more damage. Hit you for 1. Ding! So your Phoenix can easily kill my Imp Summoner now, but that's okay. I'm not ready. That looks a lot like not Shadow or Death. Predictable. Prince Keleseth! I forgot I don't have enough mana to play the Phoenix. This is a pretty high priority play. Let's do that. Too bad he doesn't affect my hand. Unfortunately, he's going to get killed now. But since I'd locked too much of my mana, the other choice was just make a totem. Oh, that sucks. Your chain dragon summoning. Your chain dragon summoning is probably going to overwhelm my +1 to a bunch of minions. I am very worried about this right now. So I wish this guy had +1/+1. For all that he's a 7, normally the +1/+1 makes a bigger difference on sort of mid-sized minions, but with his double adapt, I'd just like him to be bigger to start with. Opponents discovered 2 dragons. There's a very high chance that something terrible is going to happen to me. If I had spell damage, I could kill that dude, but... Well, no, I don't have enough mana to Fire Plume and then thing, so yeah, okay. Guess we're just going to do this. Taunt. Do I want Taunt in him or Untargetable? I think I'd rather have the Untargetable and then see if I can get stats. Would I rather have +1/+1 or Divine Shield? That's a tough one. The +1/+1 right now looks more effective, but I think I gotta take the Divine Shield because I'm gonna kill off that damage source. That may have been a mistake, but then again, if I can do the 5 damage to that guy and without getting my guy killed, then I can finish it with the Phoenix or something. I don't know. Spirit Lash. That sucks. Giant Wasp, okay. Giant Wasp, somewhat annoying. Can you heal your guy? That's very annoying. Oh, okay. Hose and healer him. Let's do that. Because if I play something good, it's going to get wasps anyway. Hose and healer, much more attractive when he has +1/+1 built in. Go Prince Keleseth. Such a weird. That's so weird to have an arena deck built around that, man. Like craziness. Okay, Shadow Madness annoying. Not the end of the world though. Are you killing my dinosaur? Yeah, okay. That's good. I didn't want that thing sticking around. Here we go, Rascal Wars. Oh yeah, right. Draconic steals a guy from your. Why would you choose that? Out of all the things from my deck you could be making. Seems like an odd choice. Like, what were your choices? Wait, you just... I always forget with the Draconid. I always think he summons a dragon. He doesn't. He picks one from your opponent's deck, which actually combos less which makes it less ridiculous. Although I need him to stop doing it. But what were his choices that he took Skeletron? That skeleton is an idiot. But there must have been cards that didn't have a huge drawback. I don't know. Kind of like to get a spell damage totem, though, so I could blow up one of those guys. What's he doing? You gonna throw your skeleton into my mammoth? Or are you worried I have more hoes and healers? I don't. But I could. But I don't. I don't think that's going to do as much as I'd like right now. Although that plus him does actually kill something, so that's pretty good. Spell damage? I still like the spell damage. No. Alright then. We're going to go... And I'd like to play this. That doesn't leave me enough mana to do what I really... Well, because I want to play him and kill that with this. I guess I can take 5 damage on him. It's not that bad. I'm going to go board control. As much as I'd like to take the free damage on my opponent, because he probably... But I don't want to risk it. I'd rather all my opponent's things be dead. All dragons from your... So when he dies, all dragons from your hand go into the battlefield. Man, do I wish this was an Earth Shock. It's going to be bad. Alright, well, let's see about burning down this mofo. I can freeze that to stop it from attacking, so that helps. Hit you for 7, 13, plus 5's 18. Yeah, I'm not killing you this turn anyway, so let's not do that. Let's just drop Captain Stupid. I think a healing totem would be nice. Nope. And Frostjaw. This is going to have to be a pretty impressive play by my opponent. What do you got? That guy's very strong. I don't know if that's enough. It's not enough. Although he's going to heal from the damage that I do, from the damage his guy deals, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to lose a guy at random. That hurt. I was definitely not going to flat out kill him because theoretically he could have had Taunt Dragon in his hand and dropped it and I'd be screwed. But no, that worked out fine. So, how much of that was Prince Keleseth worth it that game? I got him toward the mid-game, so probably, but we're going to see if he pays off in the future next time.
If you like this, please click the eponymous button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.